What's going on, Cap Crew? Hope you're having a great day. I decided I'd do a little Q&A here with JoJo eating some grass on a nice warm sunny day. So if you don't want to hear me talk, just hit mute and you can just watch 6.5 minutes of JoJo eating grass and Poobly runs around. If you did want to hear some of the questions that a lot of you have asked on different sites, that's right here. And if I sound weird to you, it's springtime and I have allergies, so I'm sorry about that. But enough about me. Let's talk about Joe's. So, Only Response Idiots, great username on Reddit, asked a number of questions, so I'm going to answer them now. Where did I get JoJo? I got JoJo from a breeder named Chris Pite. I'm sorry, I totally messed up your last name there, Chris. But Chris is a great guy. He's in southern Arizona, and he breeds capybaras and other animals. He had animals I'd never seen before, even known about. And so that was really an enriching experience. Chris is a really amazing guy. It was a great trip. I got to meet JoJo, a bunch of animals I'd never seen before, and Chris. And so that was very rewarding. How did I come about that? The internet. A friend of mine had sent me an email from an advertisement that Chris had put up about a litter of capybaras that he had put up for sale. I've worked around animals all my life. I know a lot of people that worked around animals all their life. And so when unique animals come up for sale, a lot of people will send me emails, just let me know, because I love seeing that kind of stuff, what's kind of out there, who's breeding stuff at the moment. Do I go everywhere with JoJo? I try. We do a lot of stuff together. We go to the park together. We go to friends' houses together. We go shopping together. I brought him to work with me. We've gone to the vet. Yeah, so, we try and go in many places as we can together, whenever we can. What's JoJo's personality like? JoJo's just an awesome guy. He just loves hanging out, being with you, but most capybaras are just, they're pretty chill. They just love hanging out, being bros. And so that is what JoJo does. Does JoJo bite? Not really. I've been nibbled a couple of times. It wasn't intentional. When me and Joe were first, learning each other, I'd be handing him, food, and he'd be taking it out of my hand, and he'd overbite the food. He's got this big, elongated face, so he'd go to grab the food and grab my hand as well. It didn't break the skin or hurt or anything. It was just kind of like a learning experience for Joe and myself, where the food ends and where my hand begins. Does JoJo chew the legs off furniture? No, JoJo doesn't really chew anything that's not food, with the exception of the phone charger that I have. He's tried to chew a couple of those, and rocks. He loves chewing rocks. And so I went down to PetSmart, and he has these chew blocks that, I forget what they're made of, but they're made just for rabbits and chinchillas to chew. JoJo loves chewing them, so he goes through one about every month and a half. And so that's like his one chew toy. He doesn't really chew on anything else at all. Over on Tumblr, Snoopy Heart Susio, hopefully I said your username correctly, asked what made me want to get JoJo. I wanted a capybara all my life. They're one of my favorite animals, and I just wasn't in a proper situation where I could have one and have the time dedicated to one that I was able to do now. That is the reason why I went out and got JoJo. What were the first 2 days like together? And they were interesting, our first couple of days. Whenever you get a new animal, you're trying to figure them out. They're trying to figure you out. It was learning. We sat on the couch, sitting back, eating, chilling. Brought them into the tub, let them play in water. We watched a lot of episodes of Judge Judy together. It was a fun couple of days. Over on Instagram, Chicken Farmer 007 asked, "How old is JoJo?" JoJo will be a year old on April 9th. April 9th is his birthday. It's a few weeks away. And that's his birthday, so he's going to be a year old. How much bigger will he get? Hopefully he'll grow to the size of a full-grown capybara. Capybaras get to be over 100 pounds. JoJo's just shy of 30 right now, and we're working real hard to get him up, to an adult size. He should be at 100 by now. He's almost a year old, but we haven't gotten there for some health issues that he has. But, capybaras are the largest rodent. They, I think the record is over 200 pounds for a very large female that was caught in South America. So they're big animals. They're bigger than most dogs. But hopefully JoJo will, be able to grow to that size. And what is our average monthly food bill? It varies. I am an extreme couponer. I love deals and buying things on sale and going online and getting coupons. And so, you know, that varies because I bargain on. If you go over to thegianthamster.com, it's a whole site dedicated to capybaras in captivity. It's run by a woman named Melanie. She's had capybaras in the past. She recently just lost her capybara, Garibaldi, a few weeks ago due to some dental issues. Garibaldi also, by chance, was JoJo's uncle. They were actually related. But if you go over to the site, you can learn a whole bunch of stuff about capybaras in captivity. I'm going to put a link in the doobly-doo below here, so that way you can go over and see it. She started the Roost Foundation, which is a foundation that, you know, brings vets together to get veterinary information on capybaras in captivity. And that foundation allowed us to help JoJo get better when he was sick a few weeks ago. If you go over to the site, there's merchandise there. You can buy shirts and little stuffed plushy capybaras, and all that money goes to the Roost Foundation. So hopefully owners in the future will know, you know, better on capybaras, and when they get sick, they can be fixed. So you guys have fun. Subscribe, like, follow, all that stuff, and you guys have a great day.